Okay, so we go to mathematics paper first, and it is a chapter first. So the name of that chapter is mathematical logic. So we have to learn the mathematical logic. So to learn what is meant by a statement. So statement means what? A statement is an assertive sentence which is either true or false, but not both simultaneously. Then, so that means what? A sentence, an assertive sentence which is either true or false, but not both, is called a statement. This is a very simple definition of a statement. That means what? So suppose we have a sentence. We have given a sentence. When that sentence will be a statement. So that means what? Suppose we have given 2 plus 4 is equal to 9. Suppose we have given 2 plus 4 is equal to 9. So this is a sentence. 2 plus 4 is equal to 9. So is it a statement? So if we have the guarantee that this is a false, this is a true. So is it true? No, this is not true. This is false. So surely you are saying that this is a false. That means this is a statement. Now suppose 2 plus 4 not equal to 9. Suppose we are given a sentence 2 plus 4 is not equal to 9. So what is here then? 2 plus 4 is 6. It is not equal to 9. That means what here? This is a statement. Because what? This is true. 2 plus 4 is not equal to 9. This is true. That means surely we are saying that this is true. This is false. So whatever this may be, it may be true, may be false. But we are sure about that it is true, it is false. Then that sentence, that means that assertive statement is called a statement. That assertive sentence is called a statement. Now we see some examples so that the idea will be clear. Suppose where every triangle has three sides. Every triangle has three sides. So the triangle, you know that this is a triangle and there are three sides. That means what? This is a sentence, right? This sentence is true. Or if you say that every triangle has four sides, suppose, then also that is a statement. Because what? That is what? So we are saying that that is a false. That means we are surely saying that it is false. So if you are sure about that one, it is true, it is false, then that will be the statement. So that means what here? Every triangle has the three sides. So therefore this is the, now we are saying that this is true. We know that this is true. So we are saying this is true. That means what? That means what? This is a statement. Now every quadrilateral has four sides. Now again, what here? Quadrilateral. That is, this is a quadrilateral. So this has the four sides. It has the four angles. So that means what here? This is what? This is a statement because it is true. So if you are saying that every quadrilateral has five sides, then also that is a statement. Because what then? Because that is the false. You are sure about this, the truthfulness or falseness. So that is what? If you are saying that every quadrilateral has five sides, then that is the wrong. That means that is the false. That also a statement, right? That means what? The statement may be true or may be false, but not both now. So we'll take another example. Mumbai is a capital of India. Suppose Mumbai is the capital of India. So Mumbai is capital of India. Is it true? No, this is not true. Mumbai is not the capital of India. That means what? This is not true. That means you are sure about that. India is not a capital of India, right? So Mumbai is not a capital of India. You are sure about that one. So that means that a sentence is not a statement. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. You know that this is true. You are saying that this is true. That means this is a statement. So now a natural number is an integer. A natural number is an integer. Natural number is an integer. So whatever this one, natural, you know that natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and integers are 0 plus or minus 2. That means what? Natural numbers are integers. That means this is a statement and the truth value of this one is t. Truth value of this one is t. T means the statement The truth value of that statement is T. And so F means what? The truth value of that statement is false. That is F. So simply say T and F. Say this is the truth value of the statement. Okay. Now suppose please give me a pen. So is it a statement? No, this is a request. Right? So request is not a statement. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? This is question. Question is also not a statement. What a beautiful it is. What beautiful it is. Exclamatory sign. This is also not a statement. How are you? That is also a question. This is not a statement. Do you like to play tennis? So again, do you like to play the tennis? That means this is also a question. This is not a statement. Open the window. That is the order. Open the window. This is the order. Order is not a statement. Let's go for tea. Let's go for tea. That is also not a statement. Sit down. Again, this is the order. This is not a statement. Right? Now, if you are saying that twice x plus 5 is equal to 7. Suppose we are doing this one. Right? Now the values of x are not given. The idea of the x is not given here. That means this is the equation. Right? But this is not a statement. Because we don't know what is x. Whether this is whole or not for this x to this. That means what here? This is the equation. But the idea of x is not given to you. That means this is not a statement also. So you know that this is what cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Right? Again here the theta is not given to you. We know that this is true. Right? But theta is not given here. So what is theta? That is not given. That means now this is not a statement. If you write here theta is equal to theta belongs to R, because information of theta is given to you. Information of theta is given to you here. So for any real number theta, your cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Now if you have this one only, then and then only this will be the statement. If it is not given to you, cos square theta, just simply it is given to you, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. In general, this is not a statement. Because the idea of the theta is not given to you. So if theta is given, what is the theta is given to you, then and then only that will be the statement. Right? So he is tall. He is tall. So he is tall. Means what? Who is he? We don't know. Who is he? Right? The particular person is not to you, not known to you. He is not in front of you also. So that means who is he? That we don't know. That means what? This is not a statement. Now mathematics is an interesting subject. If we say the mathematics is an interesting subject. So mathematics is an interesting subject. It is also a joke now. It is depend on the person. Who like math, who don't like math. So that means what? The mathematics is an interesting person. The person is not known to you. The person is not in front of you. Therefore what? That is not a statement. You are saying that such type of the vague sentences, that will be not a statement then. Right? Now it is a black in color. It is the black in color, or it is in red in color. It is a very nice. What is this? What is it? So that it is not known to you. That means what? That such type of the sentence is also not a statement. Okay. So now one thing is what? If a statement is true, if that sentence is a statement, then if it is true, then we'll write the truth value as T. The truth value of the true statement is T, and the truth value of the false statement is F. So T and F, these are the truth value. So we'll see some examples. So which of the following statements are which of the following sentences are a statement? Write down its truth value. Okay. So 6 into 4 is equal to 25. Is it a statement? 6 into 4. 6 into 4 is what? 24. Is it equal to 25? No. This is not. This is what we are saying, that this is not true. So we surely we are saying that this is not true. So this is a statement and the truth value is what? False. So okay, this is just write here. This is a statement and its truth value is f and its truth value is f. Now we'll take second. X plus 6 is equal to 9. So here what? X plus 6 is equal to 9. Okay? Second problem. So x, what is x? X is not given to you here. So that means what? Idea about the x is not given to you. So that means what? This is not a statement. Not statement. So it is not statement. So we cannot say the truth value of this one. So just write not a statement. Then third one. What are you doing? What are you doing? So this is question. Right? So this is also not a statement. Not a statement. So no problem of the truth value. So truth value, we cannot say the truth value of this one because it is not a statement. If it is statement, then write the truth value. If it is not statement, just write this is not a statement. Please sit down. So again, this is please sit down. This is the order. So this is not a statement. The quadratic equation. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 has two roots. Has two real roots. So this is the quadratic equation. Yes, it is the quadratic equation. Now you to factorize this, you know the factor, how to factorize this. What? X minus 3, x minus 2 is equal to 0. So roots are 3, 2. Right? So actually this is the statement and this the values of x are what? 3, 2. That means this is a statement. This is a statement. Is it true? So 2 and 3 are real. So therefore this is the truth value of this statement is true. This is statement and its truth value is t. Truth value is t. The square of prime number is a prime number. So prime number means what? You know that this 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. It is divisible by itself. It has no factor. You cannot factorize this one. This is 7, 11, so 5 is there, 7, 11, 13, right? These are the prime numbers. So now the square of the prime numbers. Square of the prime number is a prime number. So square of the prime number means what? This is 49, right? This is the square of the prime number. Is it prime? No, it is not prime because 49 you can split as 14. This is product of the prime, right? But that means what? This 49 is not a prime. That means this is a false. And so it is false. So you are sure about the truthfulness, right? So this is false. That means this is a statement. And this is a statement. Truth value of this one is what? False. Truth value of this one is false. Right? This is statement. This is a statement. And its truth value is f. Truth value is f. So after that we solve number of problems. Now simple statement. What do we mean by simple statement? Simple statement. That means what? When the simple statement is what? It is a sentence, or this is a statement which do not contain two or more than two statement, right? Then that statement is called a simple statement, right? Next, compound statement. Compound statement. Compound statement is what? So the simple definition. Compound statement is what? It contains two or more than two statements. That means what? A statement which is formed with the help of two or more statements by using various connectives. So the various connectives are what? And, or, if, then, right? If and only, but, something like this, right? So that compound statement is what? A statement which is combined with various connectives of the simple statements, right? So that means what? Compound statements is what? A statement formed with the help of two or more statements by using various connectives. So that is called compound statement. So first one, we'll see which are the conjunctive. Or is there, and is there, then what? If then is there, and if and only, right? These are the various connectives. So we'll see the definition of conjunction. So what do we mean by conjunction? If conjunction means what? If two statements are connected by the word and, if two statements are connected with the help of by the word and, is called a conjunction. Right? If two statements are combined using the connective and, then it is called conjunction, and it is denoted by P and Q. This is read as P and Q. Now, next, disjunction. Disjunction means what? If two statements are connected by the word, or, if two statements are connected by using the word or, then it is called disjunction of the statement. And it is denoted by P or Q. This is read as P or Q. Now, conditional statement. So conditional statement is what? If two statements are connected by if then, by the phrase if then it is called conditional or implicational statement. So there are 5 ways to read this statement. First is what? P is sufficient. P is sufficient for Q. Now Q is necessary for P. Q is necessary for P. P implies Q. So we are familiar with this. P implies Q. Q follow from P. This is also obvious actually. P only if Q. This is also easy. So this you have to remember this. P is sufficient for Q and Q is necessary for P. Now your notation, we are denoting this by what? P implies Q. This is read as P implies Q. This is the symbolic representation of the conditional statement. And these are the 5 ways. You can read that one. What? P is sufficient for Q. Q is a necessary for P. And P implies Q. So we are reading this as P implies Q. So no problem for this one. Now Q follow from P. So Q follow from P. That also we can remember. P is P only if Q. So only if Q. Q what? If then. So P only Q. That means if P is there, then Q will be there, right? So remember this. That is that if you want to express some verbal form into symbolic form, then you have to use this one, right? So you should know this one. Then next, biconditional statement. This is also compound statement. Biconditional statement, right? If two statements are connected by if and only if two statements are connected by the word if and only if, then that compound statement is called biconditional statements, and it is denoted by P if and only Q. So this is denoted by, and which is read as if P if and only Q. So now negation of the statement, right? So negation of the statement is what? Just writing it is false that before the word, then that will be, or inserting the not at the proper place, that is called a negation of the statement, and negation of the statement is denoted by P. Now we are interested in the truth table. Now we have to prepare the truth table. So how to prepare this one? Now we have two statements, P and Q, right? So we know that P, the truth value of P is what? Either true or false. Truth value of Q is also either T or false. And we want to find a truth table for the compound statement. That means what here? Either P will be true or Q will be true. Either T will be true or Q will be false. Either P will be false, Q will be true. Either P will be false, Q will be false. So that means what here? So you have to find output of this one. So you know that if you toss two coins, so for coins there are head and tail. And how many possibilities are there? Head, right? On first coin head, second coin is also head, tail, head, and tail, right? So these are the four possibilities if you toss two coins. Now same thing here, you have to take the two statements, and again the truth value of P is true or false. That means T or F. Q is also T or F. So same thing for the coin also. There is head and tail for both the coins. So, and there are how many outcomes are there? 4 outcomes are there. Same thing here. If you want to prepare the truth table of this one, so how many statement letters are there? 2 letters are there. How many possibilities are there? True or false. So 2 possibilities are there. That means what? In the truth table, there should be 4 rows and 5 rows for the letters. So P, Q. So that means what? And so half of the 4, that is what? 2. Half of the 4 is what? 2. So then you have to write first 2T and then 2F. For Q, so again you have to take the half of that one. So this is 1. So that means what? Alternate you have to write TF, TF. Alternate you have to write TF, TF. So these are the possible 4 outcomes, right? Now we'll see what is P and Q. So P and Q, you should remember this. So if you remember this table, you will get the chapter, right? You get whole, you can solve any problem from this chapter then. So you should remember this table. So T and T is T. T and T is T. T and F is F. F and T is F. F and F is F. Right? So for and, take the false. Right? Take the false one. Now we'll see P or Q. P or Q. So for P and Q, T and T is T. Now you have to take the good one now. P or F is T. F or T is T. You have to take the good one. F or F is now F. Right? So this is what you have to take the bad one now here. You have to take the good one now here. Right? For R. Right? And for this. Right? For conjunction, you have to take the bad one. And for this one, you have to take the good one. So P implies Q. So for P implies Q, where our arrow goes. So now here what? T goes to T tends to T. T implies T is T. Now T implies F. Arrow goes to F. So you have to write the F. Now F implies T. It will be T now. False implies true will be true. F implies F. This is false. False implies false is. False implies false is. So I think this is. False implies false. That must be true. This is true only. Right? Now see here, arrow goes. Right? Arrow goes to T, arrow goes to F, arrow goes to T. F implies F is T now. Now P if and only Q now here. Again the same rule as R. Same rule as not R. Same rule as and now. T and T implies T is T. If and only if F is F. Yes, it is rule of the and. F implies F is F. If and only if T is F, and F if and F is T. This is true. So remember this table, right? So we'll repeat once again. T and T is T. T and F is F. F and T is F. F and F is F. Right? So remember like this. So T implies T. T implies T is T. T implies F is F. F implies T is F. F implies T is T. And F implies F is also true. Here also if and only T implies if and only if T is T. T if and only if F is F. F if and only if T is F. T if and only if F is T. Now negation of P. So now here P. So for only one statement is there. So T and F is there. Right? So that means what? This is F and this is what? T. For negation it is T. So you have to remember this table now. I hope that you understand this table. So you should remember this table. So just we will see some examples. So express the following compound statements symbolically without examine the truth values. So first, 2 is an even. 2 is an even number. 2 is an even number and 25 is a perfect square number. Is perfect square number. Now your P is what here? Your P is what? So statements are not like this. P is what? 2 is an even number. 2 is an even number. What is your Q? Your Q is what? 25 is a perfect square number. Perfect square number. So perfect square means what? So it has a root. So 5, right? So this is what? 4, 9, 16. Because they are square of some number, right? So they are called perfect square number. So now your statement is what? P and Q. This is your symbolic representation of, this is verbal form. This is symbolic representation of this statement. So symbolic representation P. Now the truth value of P, 2 is an even number, truth value of P is true. And 25 is the perfect square number. This is also true. So T and T is what? T. T and T is T. Right? So that means what? Symbolically, what is the symbolic representation? It's a symbolic representation. So you want only the symbolic representation. We don't want the truth value. Just write this word. P and Q is your symbolic representation. Now the second is a school is open. A school is open or there is a holiday. There is holiday. So now here what? Your P. You have to write it in symbolic form. So P is what? A school. A school is open. And your Q is what? A school has holiday. A school. So there is holiday. The school has holiday actually. So there is a holiday. Just we will write as it is. There is a holiday. There is a holiday. So now there is or. That means this is a compound statement connected with the word or. So the symbolic representation what? P R Q is the symbolic. The spelling of symbolic is given to you. Symbolic representation symbolic representation of given statement. Now we cannot write the truth value because the school is open and that we don't know. Delhi is in India. But Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. So don't worry about this Delhi and Dhaka and this. We don't know, doesn't matter, right? So only what we have to write, only we don't want the truth value, just we want the symbolic representation. So don't worry about whether Dhaka is in India or not, whether this Delhi is in India or Maharashtra. Don't worry about that one, right? You have to write only the symbolic form. What is your P? P dot Delhi is in India. And Q is what? Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. So but means what? And. So this is what? P and Q. The statement is what? P and but. That means this is negative. Negation of Q. This is what? Negation of but. So for but, the other statement you have to connect with the negation Q. So that means what here? If but is there, then connect that statement with the negatives. This is the, so not, Dhaka is not either. Just but means what? You have to connect that to word and. So this is what? P and Q. Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. If you say here Dhaka is in Sri Lanka, Delhi is in India, Dhaka is in Sri Lanka, then write here negative. But we are what? Our Q is what? Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. That means what? The but is there, then connect. This is what? Just like an and. Next, 3 plus 8 is greater than 12. 3 plus 8 is greater than 12. If and only 5 into 4 is less than or equal to 25. Now see, this is what? 3 plus 8 is what? 11. Don't worry about that one. We don't want the truth value. Just we want to express this in the symbolic form. What is your P? P is what? 3 plus 8 is greater than 12. What is your Q? Q is what? 5 into 4 is less than 25. So what is your there? This compound statement is denoted by is connected with the help of if and only. That means what here? This will be your symbolic form. Its symbolic form of the given statement. Now here you have to write the truth value of the statement. So first one, 3 is a prime. 3 is a prime number. And 4 is a rational number. Now to write the truth value, that means what? You should have some general knowledge, right? So now 3 is a prime number. So you have to write the truth value of this statement. That means what? You should know the truth value of 3 is prime number. That means you should have the idea of the prime number and you should have the idea of the rational number. So if you don't have the idea of the prime number and rational number, you cannot write the truth value of any statement. Note that. So you should have some general knowledge, right? Then only you can write the truth value of the statement. Otherwise, you will lose the marks. Now, what is the prime number? A number which is divisible by itself is called a prime number. What do we mean by a rational number? If a number which can be expressed in the form right, which can be expressed in the form p by q, where both p and q are integers. P and q are integers and q not equal to 0. Right? A number which can be expressed in the form p by q, means numerator upon denominator, such a way that both p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. Then that number is called rational number. What about 0? So we can express 0 as 0 upon 1. We can express 0 as 0 upon 1. So that means what? The integer means what? The set of integer, you know that this is what 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 and so on. These are the integers. So both the numerator and denominator should be from this set. That means they should be the integers, right? So I can express 0 in the form p by q, where both p and q are integers, right? And the denominator is your 1, so denominator is not equal to 0. That means 0 satisfies the definition of a rational number. So that means 0 is a rational number. So what about here? Now here we have here 4. I can write 4 as 8 upon 2. So I can express 4. No, 4 is not of the form p by q. So what is the definition of the rational number? A number which can be expressed in the form p by q, where both p and q are integers. Now 4, it is not in the form p by q. But can you express it in the form p by q? Yes, we can express this in the form of p by q. So 4 is equal to, I can write 8 upon 2, or I can write 4 upon 1. Doesn't matter. 4 upon 1. Everywhere denominator you can write the 1. No matter. So this is what then, both are the integers and your denominator not equal to 0. That means 4 satisfies the definition of a rational number. That means 4 is a rational number. So we just write here what your now p is this. Your p is this. Your q is this. Right? Now, so what is the state? This is what here? It is what? And. So symbolic representation is what? This is your symbolic representation. Right? Then truth value of what? Truth value of p is. Truth value of p is. Truth value of p is what? T. Truth value of q is. Truth value of q is also t. Right? So truth value of p and q is what? P and t. Right? So this is equivalent to t. So that means what? Truth value of this statement is what? The given statement is true. Now take the second problem. Second one. All flowers are red. Or all cows are black. Now your P is what? All flowers are red, and your Q is what? All cows are black. All flowers are red. Now there are some flowers they are white, some flowers they are pink. That means what here? Not every flower is red. Some flowers are have a different color. That means what? The truth value of this statement is false. Truth value of this statement is false. All cows are black. That is also, some cows are white. So this is also false, right? Truth value of this one is false. So now this is what R is there. Now what is your symbolic representation? P or Q. P or Q is your symbolic representation. Now the truth value of this one, right? Truth value of P is F. Truth value of Q is also F. Therefore, truth value of P or Q is F or F. And what is F or F? F or F is F. Or F is F. Now we'll take the next example. We'll take next example. If Mumbai is in Maharashtra, if Mumbai is in Maharashtra, in Maharashtra, if Mumbai is in Maharashtra, then Delhi is the capital of India. Capital of India. So what here then? First your statement. Your statement is what? Mumbai is in, we write here P. Mumbai is in Maharashtra. Mumbai is Maharashtra. And your Q is what? Delhi is the capital of India. Now the symbolic representation is what? If and only. So this is what? P implies Q is your symbolic representation. Now what is the truth value of P? Truth value of P is T. Truth value of Q is also T. Then truth value of P implies Q. Truth value of P implies Q is T implies T, and this is equivalent to T. Next we take next example. Milk is white. Milk is white. Milk is white. If and only if the sun rises in the west. Now your P is here. Your P is what? Milk is white. Milk is white. Your Q is what? The sun rises in the west. Sun rises in the west. Now here what? Sun rises. Early in the morning sun rises. Right? And where it is? In the east. Right? Here they are saying that west. So that means what? Truth value of P is, now milk is white. You should know what is meant by milk. So you have seen milk. Is it white or not? Right? So you know that the milk is white. So that means what? The truth value of P is T. Now the sun rises in the west. So you should know where sun rises, either in east or west. Right? So both the position you should know. Right? Now the sun rises in the west. This is false because sun rises in the east. So the truth value of Q is F. Now what is the symbolic representation here? So if and only if, right? So this is what? This is the symbolic representation, right? The truth value of just we write here. The truth value of P implies Q is what? T if and only if F is equal to F. You have to take the rule of the AND now. Bad one we have to take. And if both are same, that means it is true then. So these are the examples. Now, if the statement PQ are true, so here PQ are true, and RS are false. Determine the truth values of the following. So 1, you have given that truth value of PQ is true and truth value of R and S is false, and we have to write the truth value of the following statement. Negation of P and Q or negation R. Okay? So we'll write this one. So we write this is 3 lines, so it's equivalent. Now truth value of P is what? True. Just we write P, and just we write the truth value as it is now. Truth value of Q is what? True. 3 or truth value of R is false. This is F. Right? Now negation of T is T. then this is and, this is T, or negation of F is T, right? Just we'll solve first bracket, T or T and so T or T is T and T is T, right? So you should know this is what T or, individually you should know T or T, T or F, T or T or T, T or F or T, and like this. You should know. Now next, we take the next problem. P and negation R and negation Q or yes now. Just we'll write the truth value as it is now first. Truth value of P is what? T. And negation. Truth value of R is false. So yes. And negation Q. So truth value of Q is true. Or truth value of S is F. F. So this is equivalent to. You have to write these three lines. Right? First we will solve the negation first and then we will simplify this. This is T. The negation of T is false. This is false. So then we will solve first bracket. So T and T is T. And no need bracket now here. F or F is F. Now T and F is F. T and F is F. You should remember this. The table. Now next. We have number of problems so that idea will be clear. Then negation of P implies Q if and only if R and S. Just we write first the truth value T in terms of T and F. Truth value of P. Truth value of P is T. Truth value of Q is also T. If and only if. Truth value of R is F and F. This is equivalent to negation of T implies T is T. If and only if and if F. Negation of T is F. If and only if F. If and only if T. Just write in this way. Right? So this is the idea of the statement. How to find the truth value of the statement. How to express the statements in symbolic form. How to express the symbolic form into verbal form. That part is important here. And how to, if the truth values of some statements are given to you, you can find the truth value of a compound statement. This is the compound statement where truth values of the individual functions are statements are given to you, and what here you got the truth value of the statement, compound statement. So in this way we have studied the statement and its truth values, types of the functions, types of the statement and its truth value. So I hope that you understand this. Just solve the problems, do the practice so that idea will be clear to you. Thank you.